Your life is way too easy. It isn't supposed to be this easy to survive. You wonder why depression, anxiety, all of these mental diseases are coming along. They're not supposed to be a thing. They're not supposed to exist. Anxiety, depression. Do you really think if you were waking up every day and thinking about surviving, you'd be worried about being depressed? You'd be worried about what other people think of you. You'd get nervous. None of that would occur if you woke up and you were focused on something. You were focused on surviving. Now obviously we've advanced, and that was always going to happen. It was probably meant to happen. We were supposed to advance, but you should still today wake up with the drive to survive. You still have the opportunity to try and survive as best you can today. Just like back then when they try and survive, and the person with the most food would be the highest value, living the best. How well you survive is just measured with different things. You're still supposed to survive as well as you can. You're supposed to live as good as you possibly can. And to survive as well as you can in today's age, you have to succeed. Success is essentially survival. Because the Matrix has built this system, best way to survive today is to succeed as big as you can, make as much money as you can, become as strong and as physically capable as you can, become as articulate as you can, become as confident as you can. That is survival. If you're poor and broke, you're barely surviving, and you're distracted with all these short dopamine activities and hobbies that the Matrix has created and presented to you for easy access. And they've done this for a reason. They've done it to keep you distracted, because when you're constantly getting these short hits of dopamine, you feel like your life is good because you have this thing to look forward to, you have this thing to chase, you have this thing to distract you. But firstly, they're a sin. All of these poor people leisurely activities are sins. Sloth is a sin. Being lazy is a sin. Humans are not supposed to be lazy, because we're supposed to constantly be chasing survival, surviving as best as we can. So the Matrix has presented these leisurely activities, these things that promote sinning to prevent you from trying to succeed. And then because it's too easy to live, you become comfortable, you become addicted to things like food. If it wasn't easy to survive, no one would be obese. We're not supposed to get fat, we're not supposed to be obese. Being overweight isn't supposed to be a thing. That's why no animal in the wild that is untouched by humans is overweight. You can sit there and go, well, hippos are fat. They're not fat. That's the way they're born. They look fat because they've got like 6 centimeters of thick skin. No animal untouched by humans is fat. And there's a reason for that. That's because we're not supposed to be like that. They eat to live. They don't live to eat. Food is one of the biggest tools of the Matrix, and they use it to make us fat, and they use it to keep us distracted. Every single human on the face of this planet, apart from the elites, is probably addicted to food. And then what does being fat cause? It causes illnesses, it causes diseases, it causes problems in your children that you create. Being overweight can cause problems with them. Makes you lazy, which once again is a sin. Overeating is a sin in and of itself. Abusing your body in any way is a sin. So overeating, being overweight is essentially a sin. Being in shape, being muscular, being defined, that's how we're supposed to be. That's how humans were born to be. That's why all our ancestors, I'm talking thousands of years ago, they were all in shape, they were all muscular, they were all defined, because they were surviving. They were chasing survival every day. But society has normalized being overweight. It's become normal, and there's a reason for that. Because if everyone was in shape, illnesses, diseases would be 100 times decreased. Illnesses and diseases would decrease by 100% if everyone was in shape, no one was overweight.